Hello, Ed Roessner here with another Microbyte. Today we're going to go over a quick purview of setting up and implementing SafeSend Cloud. So we've got our dashboard here as if we're a partner. We have a new SafeSend customer. When you first launch into it, it's going to instantly ask you to connect. It wants your Office 365 admin credentials. It needs to be full admin access credentials that can do everything SafeSend needs to do, because it needs to be able to read, write, access mail, delete things, change the mail message headers, all that. You just enter that in as automatic, and it'll go to the next steps. For our next steps, we're going to go to an environment I already have set up. Our Symphony and our SafeSend. So the next thing you're going to want to do is go to your settings, and you're going to want to download your manifest file. There are two different ones, enforced or user prompt mode. Main difference between these two is user prompt mode allows someone to send anyway, basically bypass SafeSend, bypass the checking and confirmation of recipients and attachments and things like that, and just push the email out. This is not recommended. It's recommended to enforce protection. Depending on your environment and your user education level, you may want to do both, or set it up differently, but generally you want to download the enforced protection mode. Now the next steps, according to the installation guides, would be to start setting up your assignments and your policies and things like that, and configure them how you want them to go. We're going to skip over that because it's a lot of stuff, and you don't need to do that in this order. You can do that after the fact. That's what I did, but just so you know, if you look up the guide on the success page of VIPRE, they'll tell you to do these steps next. But when you have your manifest, you then want to come into your Office 365 admin section. And what we're looking for is, let's see here, integrated apps. And you would want to upload a custom app. And there's the manifest that I already did for my demo environment. But you would select Upload Custom App, and you would upload the manifest there. It will ask you who this applies to. So do you want to apply it to every single user on the entire domain, the entire customer shell, however you would decide. Generally, you would select everybody, push it out, and you would then build out policies, determine who falls in what group and how it controls. If you're trying to control your usage, your license count basically for how many people are going to use this is a good place to do that on the 365 side, basically determining I only want to deploy it to these 15 people, to these 3 specific groups. You would select, and that way you'd know those would be the people who would trigger usage of SafeSend, who would then trigger a bill. But if you send it to everybody, it works off of whoever uses the product, so the number can go up and down month over month. If SafeSend only triggers an instance 10 times in a month, you're only going to get a bill for those 10. If you trigger 60, you'll get a license for those 60 users. And it's not every trigger of it, it's every user who triggers it over the course of the month. So they could trigger it and send 1,000 messages, but if it's one mailbox using it, 1 license. That was a quick high-end overview of the setup and installation for SafeSend. It is really that simple. Give it your Office 365 credentials, download the manifest type you want, and then upload the manifest and deploy it, and push it out through Office 365. It can take a day at most for it to push out, but when I did it, it worked within a minute. I just had to push the manifest out, log into the Office, the Outlook, and then log back out and back in, and VIPRE had shown up. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our product team at excelmicro.com, or reach out to our support. Thank you. Have a good one.